how much of that was what you're doing against her, and how much of that was kind of disrupting the flow of the ball getting to her?
Well, we knew a lot goes through her, and she's a big part of what they do and the flow of how they want to play. So it was really key to us to kind of make her work for everything, maybe deny her some touches and kind of crowd her space a little bit, and sometimes that gets you in foul trouble, which it did for us a little bit on the perimeter early. But our bench did a great job in the second quarter, just locking in, just making sure that they made her work really hard for it and put other people in positions to shoot the ball for them. And maybe they weren't ready to be the main focal point of their offense because there's been that for the first couple of games of the season.
Dawn, what was it that you guys were doing to Asia? Just doubling her when she got the touch, showing her looks? I mean, was there a name for that kind of defense you put on her?
Well, I thought Ty did a great job when she came in and just pretty much denied her the ball. We played off everybody else and we just tried to deny her the ball. So we did throw a little boxing one at her.
Yeah.
We ran a little, just denying her the ball and kind of gap defending everyone else.
Dawn, how, I guess, comforting is it to see that if the guards are in trouble, Asia can take over, and Elaine is always going to have that double-double, and then vice versa. When the guards come back in, they can take over. How comforting is it to have that many weapons?
I mean, we're pretty balanced offensively. I thought they did a good job of playing off of, our point guards. They did the old Khadijah Sessions, and it put us in a position of having to make some adjustments and do some of the things that we did when people played off Khadijah Sessions last year. But as you can see, we're pretty balanced, and our post players are, they're used to playing with each other. They can put the ball where it needs to be in the high-low, or we can step them off the block and put them in the short corner, and they hit each other. So, it's another year that, another year they've had to work together, so they understand their sweet spots on the floor.
So this started a little stretch for you guys with this game and then Texas and Duke. Just talk about how this is a good start for a nice 3-game stretch. You'll probably have a better idea where your team is.
I mean, it's huge. That's what we talked about this, after the game. Just it's a great start to a tough week for us, and I think our players really enjoy and they focus in a little bit more, when the competition's a little stiffer. So it was great to, see them come out and play this way, and rise to the level of a competitive basketball team, and we're still in search of who we want to be on both sides of the ball.
Dawn, are you comfortable with Ty playing more and more minutes at point? Whether it's on offense or defensive game plan?
Well, I mean, Bianca's doing a great job. She's doing a great job. She got herself in foul trouble, and Ty, did a great job on Durr. So we're gonna play the players that are producing, in that particular area. She didn't pick up, any fouls. She did a great job. She's a bigger guard. They will both share that position, and once AB gets going as well, we feel like we're pretty secure in that point guard position.
Grant?
Was the way you won this game, was it different in any way from the way you won at Ohio State? Did you have to play different styles in those two games?
It kind of was similar in that, we were anticipating them pressuring us a little bit more, and we were anticipating Ohio State pressuring us, just full court pressuring us a little bit more. I just thought the pace of the game wasn't I thought we controlled that. I thought Louisville wanted to play a little bit quicker from the games that I've seen this year. They wanted to just get up and down a little bit more. I thought there were a lot of fouls in the game, so a lot of stoppage to play, which I think benefits us because we can be more calculating offensively in what we're trying to do, and that's to get the ball inside to our bigs.
Anything else for Coach?
Dawn, you said in the beginning of the month you were concerned about the lack of experience on the backcourt, but seeing what Alicia and Kayla have done for you so far, does that put you at ease a little bit that they sat out that year, they're where you want them to be, or can provide that scoring punch and other things?
Yeah, I mean, yes. I think we're slowly getting to know each other and play well with each other. The big question mark is, whether Alicia and Kayla could play off of people because they're used to they were the focal points of their respective teams. But they've done a great job. You know, this is when it was time for them to transfer. The thing they said they wanted to do was they wanted to play with other great players. They didn't want to be the focal points of their basketball teams, and this was a perfect. How you say it and do it are two different things, but they've done it. This is how it's been from practice until game 5. So, and it only will get it better.
Coach, it seems like last season, when the season ended, discipline was something that you really wanted the team to focus on. Thinking about the returners, how do you feel the team is coming along and being more disciplined and mature and patient?
I think offensively we're as disciplined as we've been. Actually, we're probably not as disciplined because we're allowing certain players to take some shots that we cringed at early on, in years before. Defensively, I don't think we're where we need to be. I think we're getting by with just kind of patching it together. Once we continue to break down our film and have our players see it, they'll see that we gamble probably a little bit too much. We're fouling too much. We're not a team that usually fouls 20 times a game. We're right around 12 to 14, and that's kind of where we're comfortable with. So we gotta get a little bit more disciplined defensively.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks.